Hi guys, it's Danny from Predator Games here. Today we're doing a video with Roy. He's going to be looking at 5 of his favourite racing games on the PS3 and he's going to be talking about why he likes them. So the first game he's going to be looking at is Split Second Velocity. So here we have Roy, who's going to be telling us about why he likes this game.
Yeah, I've just timed that perfectly, as I went really wrong on the game. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so, yeah, I like a good racing game, but I do prefer arcade races, or something that's a bit arcadey, because simulations I just find them a little bit dull, and I've got like a 35-minute drive to work and to get home, and the last thing I want to do when I get home is drive a car slowly around a racetrack or somewhere like that, yeah. So, first one, I think this could still be classed as a hidden gem. It's Split Second Velocity. These are all PS3 games as well, like Danny's just said. By the now no longer with us Black Rock Studio. Unfortunately, I think they were closed in the early 2000s. It's a real shame.
So it was sort of quite close to when Split Second came out, because that's the only game I remember him doing.
Split Second didn't do very well. No, it didn't do very well, so that's one of the main reasons that they ended up being closed down. But it's a fantastic racing game. There's highly arcadey. You've got basically, when you're driving around the course, if you do drifts and stuff around corners, it fills up this meter at the bottom of the screen, and then what you can do is you can cause crashes and explosions and stuff to happen to other races in front of you. And you've got stuff like, you can make, there's a race course where you're driving around an airport and you can make like the towers fall down and stuff, and it's totally OTT. It's great. It's really easy to get into as well, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, I think it sort of seems like a sort of generic look. Just from looking at the box, it sort of seems like a normal racer, and then when you get into it, and it's quite more cartoony.
Yeah, because it's, I mean, I've never heard of a game where you're actually yourself, you're pressing a button to make stuff explode and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a game?
Well, there was one racing game on the PS3 which was called Blur, which was similar to that, where you get power-ups.
Into Blur, but it wasn't about blowing the track up.
Yeah,
it was just like power-ups, like it was like a real looking racing game, but they had like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I suppose again that's another hidden gem. I wasn't a fan of it, and it did really badly too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So people, stop just buying Gran Turismo because it's like Jornsson, and buy some new arcadey stuff, because arcade races are brilliant. So the next one, and I mentioned this before, is Ridge Racer 7. A lot of drifting, which I love. The music's fantastic. The music's just, there's so many different genres in it, but it's really catchy and really memorable. It's just, I mean, I can't really say much about these because, I mean, they're arcade races. Just a lot of fun. You can have like 1 to 2 players on it. It's just brilliant. I mean, the Ridge Racer series I've always been a fan of anyway, because I think primarily a lot of the Ridge Racers came out as launch titles, like on the PS1 and the PS2, and this one I think was a launch title as well on the PS3.
I think there was also, for one of the PSPs or the PS Vita, they promoted Ridge Racer.
My mind, because I was just going to say there's Ridge Racer. I think they're just called Ridge Racer on the PSP, but there's like Ridge Racer 1 and Ridge Racer 2, and they're pretty good as well. But it's just great graphics, great physics to it, just a lot of fun. And as I say, music's brilliant as well, and it's £3. Yeah, I've got to say, Split Second is £3. I mean, you can't really go wrong, can you? So, right, MotorStorm. Now, I must admit, the first one's all right. There's 3 games in the series on the PS3. The first one's good. Didn't really grab me, but I really love number 2, which is Pacific Rift or something. I should have studied up for you more here, guys. Which is more in sort of a tropical sunny setting. And number 3 is Apocalypse, which is, I don't know, it's kind of, I mean, sort of similar-ish to Split Second, where stuff's like falling apart around you and stuff as you're racing around, but you don't trigger buildings and stuff to fall down in Apocalypse. It's like the world is ending and the race course is literally breaking apart as you're going round, and it's just brilliant because it creates extra like shortcuts and stuff, and you've got like volcanoes erupting and the ground's like coming apart with earthquakes and stuff, and it's brilliant. I mean, as I say, we've only got number 1 in stock at the moment, and it's a good starter for the series. It's not my favourite, as I said, but it's a really strong racing game. And maybe there's a bit more simulation in there as well, but not too much for me. And that one's £2. We do get number Pacific and Apocalypse in quite regularly, and they're like less than a £5, so they're cheap, yeah. So this is, I must admit, this is one I've not played, but the Need for Speed used to be an incredibly popular series. It's sort of, I think this generation, I'm sure Danny will agree with me here, it's kind of just gone a bit rubbish.
I thought Need for Speed Payback was really good.
Yeah.
But I thought Heat, the new one, was not very good, but I have played Most Wanted.
Did you play Heat though?
Yeah, I got it on the trial with EA Access. You get like a 10-hour trial, and I played about 2 hours of it, and I was like, nah, I'm not.
Like
it didn't grab me like Payback did.
It's arcadey.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there a bit of simulation in there?
Well, it's sort of like a night and day thing, where the night is like you're getting like rep and stuff, but in the day you're getting money, so it's kind of like a incentive to go back and forth and stuff. But yeah, it was quite arcadey, but I just preferred the older ones really.
Well, Most Wanted is great.
Yeah,
really, really good.
They did
I can't really say much, but you've got like police chasing you and stuff like that, which is always fantastic. And I think it's one of the most, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, folks, but I think Most Wanted is one of the best ones in the series.
Yeah, they did a port of it on the PS Vita. That's how I played it. I played it on PS Vita, and it worked.
One on the Wii U as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it worked quite well on the different consoles.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I would like to think that maybe they should stop doing it's like a yearly thing we Need for Speed, isn't it? It's yearly, isn't it?
I think it's either yearly or 2 years.
Yeah, I think it's yearly. I think they need to just let it be dormant and leave it for a while, and hopefully bring it back and give it a few years off, maybe a bit longer, and just come back with something really, really strong. Might be just that they're running out of ideas, but it was a massive series, and now it's just kind of gone in the toilet, hasn't it? It's a pity, but it's brilliant, and it's £4. Yeah, we're not talking big money here. I feel like I'm on Shopping Channel.
It's like Dickinson's Real Deal.
Yeah, I'm on the Shopping Channel. If you say I'm the same age as Dickinson, you're actually going to get this steel case thrown at your head. Well, no, because you've got my phone. Right, so, I mean, this one isn't really arcadey. It's Colin McRae dirt. It's in a nice steel case as well, which is rather snazzy. Yeah, this is more simulation, but I think it's great. It's a series that seems to be going from strength to strength as well, but just recently, in this generation, they've been really proper hardcore. Like, have you played any?
I've not played any recent ones.
They are really, really hard. But they're very rewarding if you can. There's a lot of sort of learning the courses and stuff, and it does take a while to pick up. But I think when it first started, it was a bit more accessible. The graphics are brilliant. There's real good physics to the car and stuff. I mean, I know I started this by saying I prefer arcadey ones, but I can cope with stuff like this because it's not just driving around a road. I like stuff a little bit different. And sort of leading on from that, I mean, this one's a £5. We do have the standard edition. This one's £5. It's limited and it's in the steel case, which is lovely. We always love a steel case. The standard version of it's just the same game and everything. It's like £3, something like that. But it's one well worth trying. The sequels are great on the PS3 as well. My last game, it kind of leads on a little bit from Colin McRae Dirt that I just spoke about. So again, this one isn't sort of downright arcadey or anything, but I mean, it's a fantastic game. It's a dirt rally one again, so like Colin McRae is, it's Sega Rally. I think it's probably still is a bit of a hidden gem, and it's £3.50. So I mean, come on, folks. So yeah, it's a rally one. It can be quite difficult, but once you get used to the mechanics of the racing and everything, it's a brilliant game, and I'm not sure if many people have heard of it still, but it's so worth a look. Graphics are great on it. As I say, the driving in it's brilliant. It's not really arcadey, I'm repeating myself, but it's just, honestly, you should check it out. It's brilliant, and it's costing you less than £5. You could get a few of these games for like less than £10, and you've got some bloody great, you've got a fair few hours of entertainment there, and they're brilliant. But yeah, there is a lot more racing games on the PS3 because it's just a fantastic system, but they're just some of my favourites. And as I said in the thing, MotorStorm, Pacific Rift or Summer, yeah, I should know that, and Apocalypse are great as well, and that's why I've just shown you that one. But they're all brilliant and well worth a look, and we've got all them in store at the moment. Thank you for listening, guys.